My name is Matthew Varicki, and I am the CEO of the Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation. Everything at the foundation began with research and continues to start from that aspect.
I think the last 10 years of research has really shown us something fundamentally new about depression, and that is it is very likely it is not one illness, it is probably 10, 12 different types of depression. At the earliest signs, we should identify, treat, and make sure that the person recovers completely so that they can have a fruitful life.
What we've really found is that it's very important to identify the various areas and ways that we can help a community, bring that to a community, and then have the community talk back to tell us what we're missing, what we need to do better, how we need to continue to expand.
We have been working at UT Southwestern on depression, especially in the young, but more importantly, how best to then match them with the right treatment and how to predict what their long-term course is going to be.
We are going out every day and preventing suicide through the various programs that we offer, whether it be to kids, adults, or other people. And then we are providing research in a way which allows us to continue to build and share our programs and ultimately change the entire landscape here in North Texas.
We have to have society, community engaged with, for example, the Hope Squad is really changing the conversation.
We had representatives from the Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation that came out, and they were presenting it. They said, hey, we think this would be a good program for y'all in the district. And so that's how I found out. I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago.
I was very interested in becoming an advisor for Hope Squad because the counselor and I worked closely in conjunction with a lot of our students who were having social emotional needs. The opportunity for us to have open conversations with parents and recruit the students where it's no longer taboo. We talk about it. Parents are receptive to children learning about suicide prevention. It's a foundation. It's giving them things that they can walk away with to apply in their own life, but also to continue to spread and share with others.
I mean, this is something the kids are talking about anyway, and so why not roll out a program that's going to help equip them to help not only themselves out, but their peers out.
One of my friends that is also in Hope Squad had helped one of my other friends because she had a journal and she was writing stuff in the journal about what she wanted to do with herself. I think it's easier for kids to talk to a friend because they can trust their friend that they've been talking to.
At Burleson Fire and EMS, we learned about this program through our partnership with Texas Health Resources Burleson. They reached out to us and they said they have a program called QPR. QPR stands for Question, Persuade, and Refer. We had just some very generic suicide prevention programs here in the city, but QPR was the first really in-depth program that we really embraced. This is very important for us because just as first responders, we are here to help people. And that program helps us to be more comfortable to provide the right kind of resources that they may need.
I'm Vicki Summerall, and I am a Senior Vice President at Republic Title. Why we as Republic Title invest in it and why I invest in it is that we can cause a shift in the pervasiveness of suicide and depression in the world that we live in. Tom and Ellen and the whole group have done an incredible job, and the effectiveness the foundation has in doing prevention, intervention, research, education, peer support. It's always a privilege to get to walk with people that are trying to do good in the world. And I'm just thankful to have the opportunity.
I was not blessed to know Jordan, but the stories that people tell about her and how she was a light for everyone carries on in everything that Tom and Ellen has done. They chose to share that with the community, with the idea being that it would change other people's lives. And you have to look no further than the 1,000 people who are in the room every year for this luncheon to know that it absolutely has. When I was a superintendent, in the course of the 7 years that I worked within our system of about 15,000 kids, we had 7 suicides. We had 3 kids and 4 adults. And every time I would meet with a family, every time I would meet with a principal, there was this sense of there was really nothing else that we could do. And the truth of it is that I didn't believe it. The people I was sitting across from didn't believe it. And so to meet the Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation, to have them start to come into our schools, to make a difference among kids who are suffering, among adults who are suffering, that kind of thing makes this job, which could be filled with sadness, one that's ultimately filled with just tremendous joy.